What's up? I just woke up. I'm sorry. Listening to little Miles Davis. I should have had my headphones on, but I don't have my headphones on. I'm just chilling for a little while. Got a little something I want to say. Let me bring my mic down here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm just in here listening to Miles and the band. Hopefully everybody had a good week. Hopefully everybody's doing, everything that they need to do. Take care of themselves. Taking care of themselves. All right. I gotta find my headphones. And then I'm not gonna worry with the headphones, but I definitely will. I definitely have some stuff not some stuff, but I just got a couple of things that I want to touch on. I hope everybody's doing good. First things first, I salute the divinity in you. I respect the divinity in you. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you are right now on your path or your journey or in life, but I definitely salute you. I definitely respect you. So a few weeks ago, I bought something, and I just want to share it with you guys. And I got this, and it says, this is what it says. It says, just so you guys can see, just because my path is different does not mean I'm lost. Okay? Just because my path is different doesn't mean I'm lost. So I got that to put in my office. And when I saw that, I had to have it. Because no two paths are the same. No two paths are the same. Everybody has to walk down their own path. Everybody has to walk in their own shoes. You can't walk in your mom's path. You can't walk in your dad's path. You gotta do what you deem necessary for your life. All right. So what that brings me to is, who do you have to become? Who do you have to become on your path or on your journey? You have to figure that out. You have to put in your own work and figure that out yourself. Who do you have to become? Are you going to believe what they told you before? Are you going to be a practitioner? Or are you going to just be a theorist and you're going to theorize everything and try to figure things out on your own? I'm a practitioner. I desire to be a practitioner, putting in the work. When I talk with infinite creators, I'm hearing about the work that they're doing and the work that they're putting in. Who are you willing to become? Who? What are you willing to do to become who you want to be? When you go within yourself and you start looking within yourself, then you'll find some answers. Then you'll find some answers. Mind is all. Mind is all. They tell me that God is all. Mind is all, because without your mind, you won't even know a God or anything outside of yourself. But who are you gonna become? What are the conversations that you're having with yourself? Who are the people that surrounding you in your life? Your path and my path may not be the same, and I'm sure that they're not. But if it's working for you, keep working with it. Whatever you're doing, if it's working for you, keep working with it. You might not make this person happy, whether it's whoever it is in your life. You're not going to make everybody happy. Everybody's not going to like what you're into or like what you're doing. But at the end of the day, it's only about what you think. If you're not violating anybody, if you're not hurting anybody, you showing love and you giving love, that's all that matters. You have to be what you want. Whatever it is that you want, you have to put that out. These are laws. Your life are governed by laws. Learn the laws. Learn what the laws are, and you could govern your life better, and your life you could do a lot more with what you have, because you would understand what you're putting in is what you're really getting out. How you see yourself is how you're going to be. In your mind, everything starts with a thought. So have good thoughts, have positive thoughts, think wholesome thoughts. Only think about what you desire. Think good for other people. When you start thinking good of other people, then they will respond in kind, because that's the energy that you're putting out. That's the telepathy that you're putting out. When you go to the grocery store and the person's at the cash register, send good thoughts out. If you're on the line at the bank, or you at the restaurant, send out good thoughts. You see the coworker, you working with some coworkers, send out some positive energy. If you at home, and things a little rocky and a little rough, send us some positive energy. Send us some Don't sit there and just argue all day or fight. Just relax, get in your zone, put on some Miles Davis or something, put on some smooth jazz, put on some 428 hertz or, some different frequencies, and start sending out some good energy. Start sending it out. Because if you want to attract good energy, you're going to have to put out some good energy. If you want things to change, you're going to have to change. That's why I said, who are you willing to become on your path? And what are you willing to do? And what are you willing to do? And this is a thought that keeps coming to me. And I've been hearing this for years. I grew up in church and I used to hear this, and people often quote this, but I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to say it like this. If you believe in God, believe also in me. And that's what Jesus was telling them. If you believe in God, believe in me. Because in my Father's house, which is your higher consciousness, your higher awareness, are many mansions. And if it wasn't so, I wouldn't have told you. But if you're going to believe in God, believe in you. Believe in you, because you come from somewhere and you are going somewhere. Now, whether you know where you came from and where you know where you're going, that's two different things. That's two different things. I wouldn't worry about things that I can't do anything about. Try to live your best life. That's all you can do, is try to live your best. Do the best while you're here. Do the best while you're here. You cannot live a life in fear and be effective. I'm going to slow that down so you can hear what I'm saying. You cannot live a life in fear and be effective. If you're living a life in fear, you're not going to be effective. So you have to walk in faith. You have to walk in faith. You have to believe in you. You have to believe in you. You could talk about it. You could sing about it. You could dance about it. You could go to church. You could do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself and you don't have faith in yourself, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You don't need approval, just like I don't need the approval of anybody. I don't need the approval of my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my wife, my kids. I don't need their approval in order for me to be me, because it's the path that I'm on. I don't know your path. I don't know your journey. I don't know who you are. I don't. But if you're going to believe in God, believe in yourself. All right? Stop looking outside. And most people, when they tell you to go within and go within the silence, oh, of course, there is a God. But energy, life force, growth, there has to be growth. Everything in life grows. And if it's not growing, then it's stifled or it's dying. But if you're going to believe in anything, believe in yourself. You've seen yourself grow from an infant to a toddler to a teen, an adolescent to a teen to a young adult. For some people, you're an older adult, but you don't make those changes, or you don't make those progressions without faith or without putting in the work. You can't just keep eating everything and never grow. You got to grow. You have to grow. All I'm telling you is, who are you going to become? Who are you willing to become? Are you willing to put in the extra work? Are you willing to go the extra mile? Are you willing? What are you willing to do to make the lives of those who come behind you better? What are you willing to do? Are you just happy with what you have in life? Do you want more? Well, that wanting more, that's the desire that the Creator puts in you, the universe puts in you, because it wants you to grow. He or she or whatever you may perceive it to be wants you to grow. It's all about growth. Growth. You can't, if you're sitting in the same place you were last year, you have to really take inventory and seeing what it is that you're doing. Take the good away from the bad and make the adjustments. But have the faith in yourself. Get up early. Do what you need to do. And not only do what you need to do a little extra. Do a little extra. Do a little extra. I can't walk in your shoes. Can't nobody tell you what's right for you. Can't nobody, I can't tell you. I'm going to tell you, first of all, don't follow me. Don't follow me because I can't walk in your shoes. And when people say follow me, I know the way, I get away fast. I would tell you to look within yourself. Follow yourself. Follow yourself. Look to the divinity within you. Trust in yourself. I know somebody who's never let me down. I know somebody who's never failed me. I can tell you this, what I know for a fact. No matter what I've ever been through, I've always had to face this person, and this person always has been there for me. No matter what, the good times and the bad times. You know who that person is? Me. Believe in God, believe also in me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know who I can depend on. I know who I can count on. I know who I can depend on, and I know who I can count on. Yes, I believe in a higher power. There's no doubt about it. But if you sit back and you do nothing, you'll get nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You can't expect to get something by doing nothing. Who are you willing to become on your path? Who are you willing to become? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Do you know where you're going? Do you know? We're all here for a while on this holiday here on Earth. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that last minute. Nobody knows their last day. But at least if you're going to be here, enjoy the trip. Enjoy the ride. Don't just barely. Let's stop barely thinking. I just want to barely get by. You don't have to barely get by. You don't. You could enjoy it. You could do whatever that your little heart's desire. Whatever your heart desire. That's what the Father's put in you. That's what God has put in you. That's why we're here to experience this fully. Experience everything that you want to experience. I'm going to always say this, who are you going to become on your path? On your path. Chris can't walk in your shoes. I don't care about the haters. They're going to be haters. They're going to be haters. If the message isn't for you, keep it moving. And that's how it is. Everything is not going to be for you. Everything's not going to be for me. But what I don't use, I just discard it. I just get rid of it. I'm not going to make everybody happy, but I'm not here to make everybody happy. Okay? I'm not here to make everybody happy. I'm just on my journey, walking my path, putting in the work. Motivation is good, but perspiration is what does it for you. I'm going to say that again. Motivation is good. It's beautiful to have motivation, but without the perspiration, without the work, what good is the motivation? You got to get up and go. Whether you get up and go to work, whether you own a business, whether you're in school, whether you do music, you do art, I don't care what you do, you got to get up and do something. Who are you willing to become? Believe in yourself. I can't stress that enough. There were people who came before you who believed in themselves. That's probably why you're here. But you got to believe you got to have the faith in yourself. I don't care if you're YouTubing. I don't care if one person shows up. I don't care if no people show up. It doesn't matter. But as long as you're doing what you feel like you are here to do, and you're putting in the work, and you're spending the energy, and you're growing every day, because every time I either do an interview or every time I listen to something or I hear something, I grow. The real gift is in sharing. You don't know whose life you're affecting. You don't know who's watching you. You don't. And with that being said, believe in God. Believe also in me. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't believe in me. Believe in you. I'm a man. I'm immortal. I have a spirit. But if you look at people are going to let you down. If you put people on a pedestal, they'll always They're gonna always, they're gonna always let you down. So your faith shouldn't be in men. Your faith should be in God. Your faith should be in who you are, the spirit that's in you, the Christ that's within you. That's what it's really about. That story being about you. Believe in yourself. Not what's going on around you, not coronavirus, not the pandemic, none of that stuff is what's really important. Let's get to the nitty gritty. When we get to the nitty gritty and we talk about what's really important, if you don't take care of yourself, who are you going to be able to help? If you don't eat right and you don't exercise and you're not doing the things that you need to do, whose life are you going to be able to affect positively? What change can you impact positively? You won't be able to do anything. You won't be able to do anything. Take care of yourself. If that means walking a mile, if that means working out for half an hour, if that means spending an hour by yourself in solitude, in silence, if that means praying, if that means getting to know yourself, if that means hugging your loved ones, that means going to take the neighbors something to eat, or going to, give the police officer a bottle of water. Do good. Seek peace. Seek peace. Seek love. You are love. You are love. There's nothing that the Creator hasn't experienced. God is all. God knows all-knowing, omnipresent. Omnipresent. As a child, I always had a conflict when people put God and the devil on the same level. I always had a conflict with that, or God created the devil and things like that. That was always something that really was really confusing to me, because I would never put anything that's gonna rival me, but an all-knowing power, an all-knowing source, an all-knowing creator would create something just as strong and just as powerful. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, And when you start, everybody got to understand that we all have good in us and we all have evil. And sometimes that may be uncomfortable. But remember, you could choose good or you could choose bad. It's your choice. That's the free will, or the freedom of choice, or the gift. Yeah, you choose. But you choose. You have to know that. You have to know that it's not those guys made me do it. It's not my wife made me do it. My husband made me do it. My boyfriend made me do it. My girlfriend made me do it. My sister made me do it. You have to own that. You have to accept responsibility for where you are in life. Because as long as you keep on putting the blame on other things outside of you, then it doesn't matter. You're never going to change. You're not going to live the life you want to live, because you're blaming the system. You're blaming people. You're blaming things. People, places, and things. That's why I said, who are you willing to become? Who are you going to become? Are you going to keep making excuses? Are you going to keep dancing? Man, everybody like to dance, but what music are you going to dance to? What's going to get you going? What's going to stoke your fire? What turns you on? What turns you on? Maybe it's fitness. Maybe it's music. Maybe it's family. Somebody told me once that one of the highest callings in life is to be godly. And I rock with that. I like that. I got that back in my religious days when I was a very religious person. And I understood what they were saying, because you could be a godly housewife. You could be a godly dad. You could be a godly fireman. But when I say godly, let me put it like this. I'm saying good. Be good people. You could be good. You could be a good person. And that's the thing that I want to pass along to my kids. That's the thing that I try to teach. You could be good. No matter how the other person may be or how other people may perceive you, you can be good. That's in you. Whatever's in you that's what's gonna come out. You can't hide. When you open your mouth and speak, people are going to always recognize who you are. All right? There's no way to hide when you open your mouth. There's no way to hide. So if you don't know, it's easy to say. It's nice to say, what's up, Nico? It's nice to say, hey, I don't know. I don't know. And there's nothing wrong with saying I don't know. Because if you don't know, then you can get help. Then you can get help. Then people are willing to help you. I've gotten help along the way because I wasn't afraid to say, hey, I don't know. I don't know. Don't go through life pretending that you know everything. Because nobody knows everything. Nobody knows everything. Who are you willing to become? Who are you? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? I try to live my life by example. I try to live my life by example. I do not ask anybody to do anything that I'm not willing to do. I don't tell my kids to take out the trash if I'm not taking out the trash. I don't tell my kids to do the dishes if I don't ever load the dishwasher up. Okay? If I don't ever empty the dishwasher, if I don't ever clean up my mess, well, how am I ever going to be able to tell my kids or the people around me, hey, pick this up? Pick up your mess, do the work. Do the work. Nobody said it was going to be easy. I've never seen a promise in life that it was going to be easy. I want the person who's going to go after the hard one. Are you going to go after the hard one? Are you going to do the things that you don't want to do in order to get to where you got to go? Who are you willing to become? Who are you willing to become? Are you going to let the infinite creator create and evolve? Are you going to sit back and you're going to go to lunch? You're going to go have lunch. You're going to go to sleep. You're going to sleep 12 hours a day. You're going to let life pass you by. And then you're going to wake up. Then you're going to wake up one day wondering what happened. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person wondering what happened. Where did the time go? What was you doing during 2020? What were you doing in 2021? You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person. You want to say, look, I came, I saw, I conquered. I came, I saw, and I conquered. So when you're here, you look around you and you conquer. But the first thing you have to conquer is yourself. The thing that you have to conquer and the person that you have to conquer is you. The battle is in the mind. The battle is in the mind. The mind is the spirit. It's the spirit. Because if you can control your mind, you can control your life. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. Now, thoughts are going to always come. But when you learn how to be still, that's why they always tell you in the Bible, be still. Be still. It's not about running across town. There's a lot of people who are busy, and they're busy, but you never see the results because they're just doing busy work. Busy work. Being busy isn't being necessarily being productive. Okay? Just because you're running all over the place, going to store, going from this place to that doesn't mean that you're being productive. What is the plan? What is the end goal? What are you striving for? Know what it is that you're working towards. Always know where you're going. Always know what direction you're going in. That's why I say, who are you willing to become? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to get up early in the morning? Are you willing to stay up late? Are you willing to go find the information? Are you willing to ask the questions? Are you? Only person can answer those questions are you. Do you have a goal? Do you have a goal? I remember hearing "Seek you first, the kingdom of heaven," and I like the Bible. I think the Bible's a very probably the best esoteric book ever. It's great when you know how to decipher it. But when you seek yourself and you seek the kingdom of heaven, when you go in my Father's house are many mansions, when you start understanding these things, then a different world opens up. A different world. You'll begin to see things a lot differently. Then you'll be able to accept the responsibility. It's easy to say, don't look outside yourself. That's easy to say, but how do you go with it? If you go within, you won't go without. Okay? If you go within, you won't go without. Well, people say, well, how do I do that? For some people, it's different. Some people may tap right in. Some people, it may take them a little longer. But the more time you spend by yourself, or with yourself, I should say, the more time you spend with yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. The more time you spend with yourself, the more you understand who you are. That's what I would say. The more time you spend with you, then you could offer. You could share what it is that you're hearing. Write down your ideas. When you get an idea, write it down. Just write it down. Write it down so you can execute, because ideas are slippery. Sometimes you get an idea, and if you don't write it down, it's gone. It's gone out there forever, and now you're trying to figure out what happened to that idea. You may have $1 million idea. You may have $1 billion idea, and it might come into your mind in a flash. You might be in the shower, and you might be singing a song, and all of a sudden, you get this idea in a flash, like boom. And if you don't write it down, you might miss it. You might lose it. You might lose it. So who are you willing to become? Are you willing to walk around with a notebook all day? Are you willing to run a dictating your phone what it is all day? Because ideas are slippery. Ideas are slippery. Learn to write your ideas down. Learn to write them down. Learn to journal. Learn. Nobody's coming to do the work for you. Nobody's coming to save you. No one. I don't care what you think or what you feel. Nobody. All you have to do is look back in your life. Just keep on looking back. Yeah, there's going to be, you might get some help from your angels. You might get some help from your spirit guides. You might get some help from your ancestors. You might get some help along the way. They might prod you. Somebody may come along the road. You might be entertaining angels, and they might point you in a different direction. Yeah, these things happen. These things happen. I believe that these things happen. But if you're not paying attention, right? How are you going to pick up on the cues? How are you going to pick up on the signals? How are you going to pick up on the signs if you're not paying attention? Pay attention. How are you going to pay attention? Shh. Be quiet. And that's not easy to do in a world where a lot is going on. There's so much going on in the world, but we have to learn how to be quiet. We have to learn how to quiet the mind. We have to learn how to quiet the mind. We do. There's so much distraction. Hell, I got to check Instagram all the time. I like to check Facebook. I like to, get on YouTube. I like that. But at what time do you find for yourself? Who are you willing to become? What time are you going to spend with you? Because your family needs your time if you have a family. Your work needs your time if you got a job. Your business needs some time if you got a business. If you've got a car, you got to take care of the car. If you got a house, you got to take care of the house. Your phones, your computers, everything wants your time. Everything is fighting for you and your attention. Everything's fighting for your attention. And if you could block everything out and you can write things down, then you can go back in your journal and you can look at the times where things have been going good. You can look at what you've been doing because you're creating this documentation. You're creating this platform. You're creating something that you can leave behind. You're leaving the breadcrumbs. You're writing it down, but when you write it down, you can go back and you can see, well, look, January 28th, 2021, this is what I did. This seemed to work. This works for me. I worked out this morning. I had a lot of energy. I ate this morning. That was pretty good. That works for me. When you can write it down and you can see it, capital Steez. I heard about capital Steez, Adon. Yeah, I heard about capital Steez before. Yeah, definitely. No doubt. Capital Steez and Joey Badass. But when you write things down, you leave yourself. I'm not going to say you leave yourself. What happens is you start creating a clear path. You can start seeing the path. You can start seeing the path that you take. I'm going to show you guys this again because I showed it a little earlier. And I got this a few weeks ago. Just because my path is different doesn't mean I'm lost. And that's for a lot of people. Just because your path is different don't mean you lost. I get it. Everybody doesn't get there at the same time. Everybody don't get to the same destination. Everybody don't get there at the same time. Some people get it quicker than others. Some people don't. Some people don't. The path of self-enlightenment. I mean, a lot of people, it all depends on how you evolve. I'm going to say that. It's how you evolve. I've elevated towards, sometimes I want to think Buddhism, but I like to study everything. I like to study everything. But the biggest thing you can study, guys, the biggest thing you can study, and I don't care. I don't care who hears it. It doesn't matter. The biggest thing you can study is yourself. Yourself. Yourself is the biggest thing you can study. Because when you study yourself and you're studying your environment, then you grow. You grow. You grow. You're not leaving it to chance. You're not leaving it to chance. You're not leaving it to chance. Sure, the Bible is good. These books are good. Books are good. Reading is good. Listening to people, it's good. All this is good. But until the rubber meets the road, when you're putting in the work and you're exhausted because you're putting in the work and you're going the extra mile, that's all that really matters. So you're listening to Chris right now, and I'm talking, and we're having a little exchange where I'm just on the channel, but that's different from you getting out there throwing up the weights. That's different from you walking around the track or going for a run. That's different from you getting up and going to your job. That's different from you creating a business. That's different from you getting a logo. That's different from you going live on your channel, because you're actually doing the work. You're actually doing the work. It's great to listen to audiobooks, because I listen to audiobooks all the time. But can you implement the lessons that you're learning? Can you implement? My favorite book, Aiden, my favorite book, I think for me is, I mean, I've got so many. That's a good question. My favorite book, well, I couldn't really grasp Think and Grow Rich. I know a lot of people bring it up. I wouldn't say that's my favorite book. I love The Master Key. I love The New Psychology by Charles Hannell. Anybody who knows me know I love Charles Hannell. The Master Key is dope, but I'm gonna say my favorite book, the book probably that's had the biggest impact. I mean, there's so many books. There's so many books that has had an impact on my growth and on my development. The Bible's good. I mean, once you, like I said, I grew up in church, so a lot of things I was taught. But when I got to a certain point and I began to ask, remember, you ask. Whatever you ask for, God will grant it to you. If you seek, you'll find. But you got to be looking. So when I started asking, and I wanted to know for me what my truth was or what the truth was, I started getting answers. So the Bible was a good book to read on my path. But the one of the best books, I think, for me, I gotta say, from a financial standpoint and an economical standpoint, is Rich Dad Poor Dad. That was a game changer. That definitely was a game changer. Tony Robbins, he was a game changer for me as well. The Giant Within, Awaken the Giant Within. But a lot of times on my early path, I couldn't really grasp a lot of the concepts. I would just keep reading and I would keep listening. And I would just keep reading and I would keep listening. Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad is awesome. Robert Kiyosaki is unbelievable because he deals with your mindset. He deals with your mindset. And if, I was teaching I give my 15-year-old an allowance every month, and I'll watch her spend her money. Jesus, I would watch her spend her money every month. And I would say, if you make $100,000 a year, right? And you spend $100,000 a year, how much money did you just make? If you make $200,000 a year and you spend $200,000 a year, how much money did you just make? You made nothing because you spent everything. It's not about how much you make. It's about what you keep. It's not about how much you make. It's how much you keep. If you're making $20,000 a year and you're saving and investing $15,000 a year, you're doing pretty damn good. But if you're not investing in yourself and you're just spending everything that you're getting, you're not going to have anything. I try to teach my kids the difference between a liability and an asset. I'm going to say, I knew I needed to focus on myself. For me, Brandon, I think, you know, my 20s were a little rocky. I think you guys are way more advanced in your 20s because of the technology than probably I was 25 years ago. But for me, I knew that I had to focus on myself probably in my mid 30s. But then when I hit like my early 40s, I was like, whoa, slow down. What's going on? And you have to ask the questions. If you're not where you want to be, if you're not going in the direction you want to go, if you wake up one day and like, hey, where am I and whose life am I living? Then you have to ask the questions, and then you have to say, well, I need to focus. But remember, as long as you're keep on focusing outside of yourself, and you're never going to look within yourself to find the answers, because it's set up. It's a setup. As long as I got you looking over here and looking over there, you're never going to say, maybe I should try looking here. Maybe I should try looking here. You're not going to do that because it's a setup. But you're going to keep on blaming everything else. You can't keep on blaming everything else. You can't keep on blaming everything else and not own it. So when you decide that you want to own your situation, or you want to take your life the way you want it to go, or you want to make your life into what you want to make it, then you stop being a Darius. You stop theorizing everything, and then you become the mother practitioner. You become the practitioner. You stop practicing. You stop practicing because you're like, hey, man, I'm tired of following these guys. What they're doing ain't working for me. I'm tired of listening to that guy because what they're doing ain't working. And the thing I would tell you is, look at the people who are telling you. Look at them. See how they're living. See how they're living. If they're living good and they're doing, listen, and they're doing what you want to do, then go ask them and see if they'll share. That's how you find a mentor. Find somebody who's doing what you want to do and go ask them the question. Go ask. Go ask. Seek. You have to seek what you're looking for, because what you're looking for is looking for you. You have to look for what you're looking for, because what you're looking for is looking for you. Most people don't know the difference between an asset and a liability. I'm just going to say this. Most people do not know the difference between an asset and a liability. And I learned this from Robert Kiyosaki early on in my journey. But I've got younger daughters, so I teach them the difference between an asset and a liability. So I say, you buy a car. Is that an asset or a liability? And I say this to my 9-year-old. And she said, well, it's a liability. I said, it's a liability and it can be an asset. You know, a car depreciates in value as soon as you, especially a brand new car, it depreciates in value as soon as you drive off the lot. Okay? But remember, you have to spend maintenance, you have to pay excise tax, you have to pay car insurance, you have to pay all kind of expenses when you buy a car or when you buy a brand new car. So that takes money out of your pocket every month. All right? That's it as a liability. It being an asset, well, you could create a job or you could create income. Some people drive Lyft and Uber and it becomes an asset. Or some people go to work and they commute to work, then it becomes an asset. But the question is, does it balance out, or is it more of an asset and a liability? You have to decide. Now, an asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. Okay? Since I just got here for a second, guys. I'm sorry. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. A liability is anything or something that takes money out of your pocket. Okay? A liability, I'm going to tell you guys this again. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. So when people say, oh, buy a house, it's your biggest investment that you're going to ever make. For who? For the bank. I'm not telling you not to buy a house. That's not what I'm saying. It's great. It's a great investment. You know what I mean? It's something great you should do. Property is how you build wealth. I understand that. I get it. But remember, is the asset in your column or is it in the bank's column? Who do you pay every month? Do you pay the bank or do you pay yourself? See, most people don't know what column the asset is in. They think the asset's in their column, but it's really in the bank's column. Why? Because you're working to pay the bank for that property. And if you don't pay the bank for that property, they're coming to take that property because that's their asset. It's not your asset. Well, you say, well, you're going to get the tax break. Yeah, if you have tenants. But yeah, if you're a homeowner, you're going to get the tax breaks. What's up, K-Train, my guy? Dude, oh, man, you got to get at me, K-Train. I was just thinking about you, man. That's crazy how you just popped up. I salute the divinity in you, Playboy. I salute the divinity in you. I respect the divinity in you. It's good to see you, K-Train. Definitely got to get you on the show, bro. I got to get you on, man. But I'm talking right now about liability and asset. And most people don't know it. So I feel like all is good here. I hope all is well with you too. But remember, a house is the asset for the bank. All right? Unless you can leverage it. If you can leverage it, like maybe you can get you some tenants and you can collect some rent, then you can pay them the bank on their asset. If you can own the property outright, yeah, it's fine. And if you could grow by owning property, there's no doubt about it. But remember whose column the asset is in. You want more assets than you want liability. So is a house a liability or asset? I'm saying it's the asset for the bank. It's taking money out of your pocket every time you got to pay. Hey, man, I want to do it live. We could go one day this week, man. I definitely want you to come on. Oh, man, you my guy. I appreciate you, K. K, man, I know you got that fire when it comes to that music. I know you got that fire. But that liability, guys, know what a liability is. Just know. They tell you, oh, this is an asset. No. Anything that takes money out of your pocket is a liability. And you're going to pay. You are going to pay. You are going to pay. See, it's not about, most people don't understand the system, so they can't take advantage of the system. And then it takes time to educate yourself. But if you can get the education and you can know the difference, that's why shouts out to Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, pick it up, get it. Because if you could educate yourself, I'm not saying you're going to get out the rat race, but I'm just saying you're going to learn how to play the game. You're going to learn how to play your game. When you learn how to play the game, then you become successful. Then you become successful. You remember, even when your idea of success, you don't have to buy the success that what they're telling you out here on the internet or on TV. Success isn't always about having a bunch of women or having a bunch of cars or having a bunch of guys or having a bunch of things, a bunch of jewelry, gold mouth, bling bling. That's not necessarily success. Okay? Success is what you decide success is for you. Maybe success is having a family. Maybe success is going to work every day. Maybe success is just coming in peace. Maybe success is just respecting the divinity in you. But you get to define success. Don't let other people define what success is for you. Don't let anyone define what success is for you. You walk your path. You choose your purpose. You choose your purpose. And something had me laughing because you would hear people. As a kid, I would grow up and I would hear people say, "God tell me to tell you this." Man, if God wanted to tell you something, trust me, God knows how to tell you. He or she knows exactly how to get your attention and what to do in order to get you to be responsive. Okay? God don't need nobody's help. And that's facts. That's facts. And believe in yourself. Believe in yourself because you are. What's up, Lockie? What's up, Lockie? Believe in you. Believe in you. Believe in you. I can't stress that enough. Who are you willing to become? What are you willing to do in order to live the life that you want to live? You're here to enjoy this life. Put in the work. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. What's up, Tango? Doggone Lucky. What's that about, Lucky? I saw that earlier today on Discord, but you got to explain that to me, Castra. You got to explain that to me. But yeah, you guys believe in who you are. Believe in who you are. That's why I salute you guys every time I come on the channel. That's why I respect you guys, because it's not about talking it, it's about living it. You got to live it how you get it. Treat people the way you want to be treated. All right? Respect one another, love one another. That's not no, that's why that's probably the biggest thing that I took from my parents is that you love people. When people show you who they are, okay, I'm gonna check it out. When people show you who they are, I mean, you take it with a grain of salt, but make sure you love people. If you love yourself, I gotta love you. I gotta love you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta respect you because I respect myself. I love myself. You know, I'm gonna enjoy the journey. I'm gonna create what it is that I want to create, and you can't let people who are not on your vibration, who are not on your frequency, bring you down. And sometimes that's easy because they may come in and they might take a shot. You just feel like, yo, the quickest way to get somebody to respond positively, the quickest way you can get somebody to respond positively, and I share this with you guys all the time, is I respect the divinity in you. I salute the divinity in you. When you tell somebody that, they're gonna sit back and they're gonna look at you like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? But you just salute them and you respect them. And you let them know, like, I'm not here to be confrontational. I'm not here to fight, bro. I'm not here for the drama. I don't want that in my life. But I'll salute you. I'll salute the divinity in you, the divinity in you. If you want to talk, we can talk. I come in peace, man. I come in peace. I come in love. I come in peace and love. And then there's the truth. All right? Peace, love, and then there's the truth. I don't want people to treat me, bad, so I don't treat people bad. I don't, and these are things that are innately within you. These are good is in you already. Good is in you. Good is in you. But evil is in you too. And you got to know this. And you got to know this. But the choice is yours. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. Don't let people paint a picture and tell you you're bad. Don't let people tell you who you are. Don't let people define you. Don't let this world define you. Don't let the internet define you. Oh, so this guy don't want to talk to you, or this girl don't want to talk to you. Oh, well, kick rocks. Kick rocks. Because I'm going to walk my path. I'm going to walk my path. I'm here to walk my path. This is my path. I'm walking my path. Not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody like it. Not everybody's going to like it, but I'm here to do me. If I can help you along my path and I can help you along my journey as I keep on moving forward and as I keep on growing, as I keep on creating and evolving, then I rock with you guys heavy, man. I rock with y'all. I rock with the infinite creators because I know they're creating. I know they're creating. I know that they're evolving. I know that they're evolving. Man, Lucky, I've been had this chain for like over a year now. But remember, these are just things. You can't take it with you. You can't take any. So go ahead and make $1 billion because you can't take it with you. I know Drake said, when I'm dead, put my money in the grave. Whatever, because you can't take it with you. But I'm going to tell you while you're here, make $1 billion while you're here. Make $1 million while you're here because you could help a lot of people. I'm going to tell you that on this channel. On this channel, I'm going to tell you to go get it. Go get everything that you could go get it. And I'm going to tell you to help as many people as you could help. Because if you're blessed with the strength to go out and get it, and that's where your mind is, and you have the energy to go out and get it, help as many people as you could help. Share with as many people as you could share with. Share. Now the channel's trying to lag on me. But yeah, that's all I'm telling you. I'm never going to tell you not to work. I'm never going to tell you not to dream. I'm never going to tell you not to live. I'm never going to tell you not to be good. What's up, little fit vibe? I'm never going to tell you to be down on yourself because I'm not that's not me. That's not my character. I'm only going to tell you what works for me. And I'm only going to tell you to do what I do because I know it works for me. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do what I do. You don't have to listen to me all the time. I don't care. But I'm sharing with you what's worked for me along my path up until this point. Help as many people. Go out here and make as much fucking money as you possibly can. For those who are offended by me cursing, I'm sorry. I still salute you. But yeah, go out here. You're here to live a good life. You're here to live a good life. You're not here to let people project their feelings on you. It's not up to somebody else to project their feelings and their limitations on you. You're an unlimited being. You're a multi-dimensional being. You are a multi-dimensional being. You are here to enjoy this experience. So go get it all. Go get all the money. Go get all, have fun. Have a great life. Live a great life. Make sure you create the life that you want. Don't just dream about it. Don't just dream about it. Make up your mind and decide and do that shit. Do it. Do it. Do it. Don't just sit there and be like, yeah, I listen to Chris once a week, or I listen to this guy once a week, and I'm ready to go. I don't care who you listen to. All I'm telling you to do is make it happen. Make it happen. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. You want to be a personal trainer? Make it happen. You want to do YouTube videos? Make it happen. You want to go live? Let's make it happen. Because I'm here, and whoever want to go live, I'm going to go live. I'm going to go live. Because people need to hear the stories. People need to hear your stories. People need to know what you're doing in order for you to grow, in order for you to, as you succeed. People need to hear. People need to hear what you're doing. People need to hear what you're doing day to day. And if it's working. If it's not working, people know the bullshit too when they hear it. People, we know it. When we hear the bullshit, we're like, oh, that's some bullshit. We know it. We know it. But the fact of the matter is, people want to hear your stories. People, this is how God experiences him or herself, is through us. Through us. Oh, Lackey. Hit him with a gazer. There we go. So yeah, you just gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta be honest with who you are. Because listen, everybody's not gonna like you. Who gives a? I don't care. Everybody is. They don't care. They don't care, so it doesn't matter. You can't worry about them. And I'm gonna show you guys this again. This is gonna be my third time showing y'all this. But I got this about a month ago. I'm gonna say, just because my path is different doesn't mean I'm lost. You're not lost. You're not lost. You're not lost. Your path may be a little different than others. Your path may be a little different than most people's, but you're not lost. Keep going. Keep going. You know where you're going. Long as you know where you're going, that's all that matters. Long as you know where you're going. Long as you know where you're going, keep on putting in the work. They may not understand you right now. They might not understand you right now. Maybe one day they'll be asking you for some help. Hey, maybe you guys can help me on. I need a little help. And that's fine. But that's your journey. That's your journey, and that's your path, and you're on your path. I'm just telling you to live your best life. Live your best life. Don't just dream about it. Don't hope about it. Don't wish about it. Live it. Live it. I can't tell you enough. Live it. It's possible. Anything is possible if you're willing to put in the work. If you're willing to put in the work. And when you love what you're doing, it isn't work. It's fun. When you love what you're doing, it's not work. You don't wake up working. You wake up loving life. You wake up loving what you do. You wake up loving what you do. You love what you do, then it's not work. There's people who get up every day and they're not even working. They're just loving life. They're just loving life because they're doing what they're put here to do. They've created their purpose. They're walking down their path. They're not I've never seen a cat try to be a dog. I've never seen a dog try to be a cat. I've never seen a mouse trying to be a cat. I've never seen a bird trying to be a horse. Guys, I've never seen an apple tree come from an orange seed. I've never seen a pear tree come from a lemon seed. I've never seen the tomatoes come from cucumbers. Let's see what you say. You guys. So you have to be honest with yourself, and you got to keep it a buck. You got to keep it 100, because you can lie to anybody and everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to yourself. But don't let people make you don't come on, man. All you gotta do is look in your Bible, and your Bible will tell you that, Locky. Locky, you're on frequency, but I already knew that. Don't you walk me down that path, Lucky. Accountability is huge. Accountability is huge. You definitely got to be accountable. But the first person you need to be accountable to, I mean, it's great to have an accountability partner. That's great. I love the channel because I can't spit no trash on here, because if I'm spitting trash, I got too many people who check me. People, we can't go through life unchecked. You know, I've got kids who check me. You know what I'm saying? You cannot go through your life unchecked. So when you don't hold yourself accountable, Lucky, why are you trying to take me there? Lucky. You already know this tangle. Why are you guys? Why you guys? Yo, you guys already know what it is. You guys know that I respect the divinity in you. I salute the divinity in you. I love you guys, man. You guys already know. You guys wait. Tango and Lucky, I'm telling you two right now. You two, I think you two wait for the moment where you can just like take a shot at me. But I love you guys, man. All you beautiful infinite creators, because you're beautiful infinite creators, you know, and you waking up to whatever you've woken up to, you know, whatever that's going to propel you, but you've accepted responsibility. You've accepted the responsibility. Talking more consciously how to, oh, you said you wanna hit my spells? Well, that's why they teach you spelling in school. You know, that's why when you read the Bible and it tells you, my bad, it tells you the power of life and death is within the tongue. So remember, whatever you say, you're saying it in here, and it comes back to you in your mind. So when you talk about spells and spelling and the word, in the beginning was the word, in the beginning was the word. Listen, guys, in the beginning was the word. Watch what you say. Watch what you say, because what you say is what you will manifest. Okay? What you say, what is what you will manifest. If you say, guess what? If you say, I'm broke, guess what the universe says? You're absolutely right. If you said, I'm tired, you're absolutely right. If you say, I'm hungry, you're right. If you say, I'm rich, it is as you say. You're Aladdin's lamp, your genie, you're Aladdin's lamp and your genie, the subconscious mind. You can be whatever you decide to be, but watch your words, watch your language. Most people are being controlled by their language and by their vocabulary, and they don't even know this. But if you don't change your vocabulary, if you don't change your thinking, if you don't change the people, I'm not going to necessarily say the people you're around all the time, but if you don't find the information or you don't matriculate down the right road, then of course most people are in a headlock. Then most of them are in a headlock because of the words that they use, the words that they say, the language in their mind, the conversation that they're having with themselves. Shouts out to David Goggins, little fit. The conversations that you're having in your mind. The word is so powerful. The word is so powerful. It's so powerful. Remember, you're creating all the time. You're creating in thought. You're creating in speech. You're creating all the time. All the time. So it's important that you create the things that you want. It's important. It's important that you live the life and you see the thing. Remember, you do not think in words. You think in pictures. You do not dream in words. You dream in pictures. You dream in pictures. All right? So that's why visualization is important. It's very important. Get back. I don't care if you take 5-10 minutes a day. Visualize yourself as you see yourself, as you wish to be, as you want to be, as you continue to grow. as you could, but you have to create that. You have to create the environment. So you said, oh, my environment isn't that great right now. Well, maybe clearer. You're always creative. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I love connecting with like minds. Oh my goodness. I love connecting with like minds. I love creating. I love connecting with infinite creators. I love connecting with beautiful different creators. I love creating and evolving, growing. Growth is natural progression of life. That's what I said. I eat when I share with me, I'm like spiritually change straighten up right quick. Yeah, all of a sudden the oh, give me a second. I'm sorry, guys. All of a sudden the Wi-Fi want to play games. The Wi-Fi want to play games, but I'm here. I'm not going anywhere right now. I'm feeling good, so I'm gonna ride with it. I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna rock with it. Because you can't worry about anything. You just have faith in yourself. Walk in faith. We walk by faith, not by sight. Not by sight. Guys, remember, there's an invisible world and there's a visible world. There's an invisible world and there's a visible world. We walk by faith and not by sight. So if you don't believe in yourself, don't expect me to believe in you. Don't expect anybody else to believe in you if you don't believe in you. Believe in yourself first. Believe in yourself first. Believe in yourself first. You know, like I said, when Jesus told them, believe in God, believe also in me. That's what Jesus said. I didn't say that. If you believe in God, believe in me. He told them that. But if, I don't want to, go off in left field anywhere. I don't want to go off in left field. But just know that the power is in you. The Father is in you. The divinity is in you. You don't have to go outside. You could practice. You could practice. And you could be the practitioner for whatever it is that you want. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to listen to what everybody else tells you. You trust yourself. Trust yourself. Don't be like, oh, I'm talking to myself, and this is a song. This is crazy. Learn how to cultivate your intuition. Learn to cultivate your intuition. If we believe in God, what's the point of the universe? Well, to experience. To experience. You know what I mean? You are a universe. Lockie told you that earlier, Tango. You are a universe. If you look at your body is the complete replica. You hear what I said? A complete replica of the universe. But you got to look at the master key. You got to check out Charles Hano. This is some esoteric knowledge, man. You're getting into some esoteric stuff right now. But look at a book about you by Charles Hano, and look at the master key, anything by Hano, and then you'll be able to relate some of the things that you're asking. But just embrace the good. Embrace the good. Exactly, Lucky. Exactly. Just guys, don't, that's why I tell you, make all the money you're gonna make. Have a great time. Live a wonderful life. Go hard too. Go hard. Go hard. Does the soul come first? I think it's not whether it comes first. It's you have to take care of them both. A strong body makes a strong mind. A strong mind makes a strong body. Okay, so I would tell you not that one comes first, because we are spirits having a human existence and a human experience. And we get that. We're spiritual beings. I understand that. I am spiritual, an entity. 888. Check out that song. Anyways, yeah. But the key is, most people do not feed their soul. Most people don't feed their spirit. Most people don't feed their minds. You have to feed the mind. You have to feed the mind. Okay? So, like I'm just telling you guys, I love it because it's growth. Growth and evolution. It's growth. I'm not the same person I was 2 days ago. I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. I'm a different person. I'm a different being. I'm growing and evolving. I'm creating. I'm creating and I'm evolving. I'm evolving. And to all infinite creators, keep it. Keep it. Keep going. Keep growing. Keep evolving. Who do you have to become on your path? What do you have to do? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to go the extra mile? Are you willing to go the extra mile? That's all. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Boo-hoo. You're gonna wham, wham, wham. Yes. Nobody cares about where you are in life. You have to own it. You have to accept the responsibility for you. You. Nobody's coming to rescue you. Nobody's coming to save you. You've got to decide where you want to go. You've got to decide where you want to be. You've got to decide what's important for you. You have to decide. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. But don't wait until the end and be like, I could have had this. I should have did this. The worst thing I hate is I hate these guys, especially the older guys. And they'd be like, oh, I was the man in high school. No, bro, nobody cares about you being the man in high school. Nobody cares about you being a junior high school superstar. Nobody cares about you winning field day in elementary school. Nobody cares. The point is, who are you becoming? Who are you now at this moment? What is your character like? What's your character like? What is your character? Who are you? Have you grown mentally? Have you grown emotionally? Have you grown spiritually? Have you grown socially? Have you grown financially? Have you taken care of the total being? Have you? Because I remember Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins saying, hey, if you emotionally, then you got some shit going on over here in your family. Always try to be your best. Your job is always to create and evolve. Man, this internet tonight is really playing games with me. Really playing games with me. Really playing games. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not worried about the internet hating on me tonight, but that's fine. But I love you guys, man, and I definitely like showing up to the channel. I definitely like you guys sharing. Remember, I'm going to be putting more podcasts up. Check out the podcast. It's on Stitcher. It's on Apple. It's on iTunes, I believe. On podcasting, it's the Infinite Creators Podcast. Yes, and if you're not on the Facebook group, find a group on Facebook, man. We're gonna try to be a little more active on there. You gotta go harder. You gotta go harder. Also smart. Lucky. You facts. Try to find a Facebook group for those who haven't been there yet. This is your first time checking out the channel. I salute you guys. I salute the divinity in you. The divinity in you. I respect the divinity in you. Yeah, I got some new merch coming too. I should have some new merch next week sometimes. Yeah, I want to shout out everybody who's on here. You know, I'm gonna shout out my man Lake, the European connection, Lucky and Tango. Those my guys. Aiden, I salute you. I shout you out. Little Fit Vibe. I shout you out. K-Train, I rock with you. We gotta catch up. We gotta do it live. I definitely rock with you. Nico, Pico, I rock heavy. Guys, people, Fazan, Nugent, you know, I could go down the list, guys. You already know. Bye, Oscar. A lot of people. I just, like I said, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to come and just share, just to share with you guys, just to even chop it up for an hour or half an hour, whatever I do from time to time. I definitely respect you guys, and I don't care what nobody says. Peace, Lucky. I don't care what nobody says. You are beautiful, infinite creators. From now to eternity. From now to eternity. Facts. Every day and every way we getting better and better. We're gonna get better. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep growing, and we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But beautiful infinite creators, keep creating, keep evolving, keep creating, we don't compete. There's no competition. There's no competition, because when you succeed, I succeed. When I succeed, you succeed. We succeed. We succeed. We don't compete, we create. That's why I said keep creating. and keep evolving. Keep creating and keep evolving. Because I want to say, I know these guys. These guys blew up. They blew up. When you're doing big things, just tell them, hey, I did this because I believe in myself. Little Fit, I love you guys. I love you guys. Like, you guys give me so much energy and so much positive energy and reinforcement. And like I said, and I rock with y'all heavy. I rock with the Infinite Creators heavy, heavy, heavy. And this is what I'm about. This is what I'm about. I don't want people to feel like, they're lost or they don't have anything to turn or have nowhere to turn to. It's just who you're willing to become. I'm gonna show you guys this one more time, and I'm gonna hit y'all with a gaze before I go. But I'm gonna show you guys this one more time. This is probably the fourth time I'm gonna hold this up. I got this about a month ago, and then I'm gonna hit y'all with a gazer. Just because my path is different doesn't mean I'm lost. You're not lost. Don't let people tell you you're lost. Don't let people tell you need to be saved. Saved from what? You don't need to be saved from anything. The Creator's within you. The Creator's all around you. The Father is in you. I mean, so just because your path is different, and I'm not telling you their path isn't working for them or people's path is. If it's working, then they don't need to convert me. I don't need to be converted. All I need to do is live. I'm not trying to convert you to anything. I don't want to convert you to anything. I just want you to listen to yourself. I just want you to follow yourself, and I want you to live in love. Fuck fear. Live in love. Live in love. All right? So until the next time, guys. I had to hit y'all with a gazer. I respect the divinity in you guys. I salute the divinity in you guys. Until the next time, I love you guys. Peace. All right, Tango, Locky, Aiden, I'll see you guys later, bro. I'm out.